Hello everybody from Liverpool, one of the world's greatest cities. I'm not staying here long because I am today heading down to Birmingham on the coach. It's Megabus that are operating and taking me down there today, and it's going from the Liverpool One Bus and Coach Station, which is just over the way there. I'll tell you what, as per usual, I've got a fantastic price for this, but is it worth it considering how long it's going to take me to get down to Birmingham? Well, have a watch of this video and let me know in the comments below. I'm going to head over there and I will catch you on the coach. Liverpool One Bus and Coach Station is located in Canning Place, just across the road from the dockside area of Liverpool. If you're arriving or departing by train, the nearest railway stations are James Street and Liverpool Central. There's a big sign here, as you can see, so yeah, you can't really miss it coming from this direction. Right, well, it's fairly clear as to where we are, isn't it? So that's good. And now actually I did check on the ticket and it very helpfully said to me that the Megabus goes from stand 6, which is only just over there, which is perfect. I mean, there's nothing here yet, but I'm about half an hour early, so we'll just go and check that. And yeah, job's a good one, isn't it? Well, I'm kind of looking around for timetables, or oh, there's one over there. Anything really, because I think we're in the right place. Hang on a minute. I've basically just walked past it. Here we go. Right. Okay. Well, that is a good sign, isn't it? It looks like all the major coach operators, Flix, Megabus, and National Express, go from here. I have actually been arrived here before on the Flixbus. Check out my one of my previous videos on that. Right, so I mean, the thing is, it's not giving any kind of indication as to national destinations. It's a lot of, as you can see, a lot of local services, but that's confirming it goes from here. So yeah, it's just a case of hanging around now. There doesn't seem to be many people here at the moment, but like I said, I am a bit early. And we'll see what turns up. In the meantime, I'm going to try and get some breakfast, I think. Catch you in a bit. The pedestrianised Paradise Street is just around the corner and is one of the main shopping areas of the city. On my way back, I noticed the Merseyrail Travel Centre, which also doubles as a National Express ticket sales point. And inside you have a couple of ticket machines, a proper ticket sales counter, seating, a vendor machine, photo booth if you need it, and departure arrival screens. The National Express coaches themselves pull up just over the way here, as you can see. But of course I was travelling with Megabus today and I'd already bought my ticket online a couple of weeks prior to the journey. I made my way back over to stand 6, but yeah, if you are struggling to know where to go, there are, as the sign says, Mersey travel staff available outside to point you in the right direction. Scheduled time of departure today was 11:05 in the AM, and with about 5 minutes to spare, our coach pulled onto stand PR73 EMA, a pretty much brand new Scania K410 CB6 / Higer touring coach, apparently named Philibus Fog and operated by Prospect Coaches of Lie near Stourbridge in the West Midlands.
Hi,
mate. Yes, say that Birmingham, please.
No problem, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. Rock. Ticket checks done by the friendly driver were very easy, and I boarded the coach to the sound of soft rock classics from the onboard entertainment system. Their first impressions were, very nice. It looked and smelled very new. I reckon there were approximately 20 people boarding at this, the first departure point of the journey, and I made my way towards the back of the coach, found a seat on the left hand side facing forward.
Calling that Manchester, Manchester Airport, Birmingham, Coventry, Cambridge, Norwich Unit and Norwich Bus Station. Just a quick safety.
So yeah, this was the M87 Megabus service from Liverpool to Norwich, calling at Manchester Shude Hill, Manchester Airport, Birmingham, Coventry, Cambridge, and finally Norwich 7 hours and 45 minutes later. Now, I don't know about you, but it seemed to me a bit of a strange route, but yeah, then again, how many people are actually going all the way from here to Norfolk? hardly anyone, I reckon. Yeah, after Birmingham, I bet there is an almost completely different set of passengers on this coach.
The toilet is red. That is your SOS button for emergencies only, please.
Anyway, we were on our way and the driver was going through his comprehensive and humorous in parts safety and regulations announcement. It was really busy getting out of Liverpool city centre. A very stop-start with traffic lights everywhere, it seemed. The iconic Radio City Tower looked down on us as we passed by Liverpool Lime Street Railway Station to our left, and then the almost as famous Adelphi Hotel. Have you ever stayed there? Let me know what it was like in the comments below. I had a feeling the coach would really start to fill up when we got to Manchester, so I decided to have an early look at the seat. Quite a low height with durable neck height support and a hard-wearing, easy-on-the-eyes moquette. 3-point seat belts as standard as you would expect, and there was a seat recline present. We'll have a go with that later. And isn't it nice to see USB sockets here where you can actually get to them easily? The seat backs had grab handles, a flip down table with a pouch for your stuff underneath. Footrests, if you need them, were here above a vinyl floor. And legroom, I would say, was reasonable. Not the best, not the worst I've had by any means. Curtains on the windows here, and above your head you have the usual individual reading lights and air vents, plus a stop button if you need it. And it felt a bit rattly and squeaky near the back here, which seemed a bit odd for a new coach. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Overall though, yeah, perfectly adequate, and importantly, everything was clean and it worked as it should. The coach was also equipped with a wheelchair space, which was just in front of me here. It wasn't in use today, and yeah, actually, if you do want decent legroom, these seats are the best on the coach. You've just got to be prepared to move if it's needed for people with mobility issues, for example, and yeah, that's fair enough really, isn't it? It took almost half an hour to reach the M62, and here we were passing the M57 junction on our way to our first hold-up of the afternoon near Warrington. I decided to have a look at the toilet at this point. We've got a mirror here above a sink with a push button operated tap. The liquid soap was present, as was plenty of toilet roll on the side here. There was also a bin. And I think the toilet roll is supposed to go in here actually, but yeah, that's fine. A couple of buttons below the sink. The red one is the SOS button, and the one on the left here, the toilet flush. Don't confuse the one with the other, although yeah, I do think they could have put them a bit further apart to potentially avoid that kind of issue. All good though, and yeah, again, nice and clean, absolutely no issues. Back in my seat and moving along steadily after the Highways Agency had blocked all 3 lanes of traffic to clear something off the road. And notice here that this stretch of the M62 doesn't have a hard shoulder as such. It is utilised instead as an extra lane, with lanes and lane speed being controlled by overhead gantries at regular intervals. And if you break down, you're supposed to be able to make your way to one of the yellow refuge areas you can see here. It's effectively a lay-by. They're also positioned at regular intervals, and this particular type of motorway is then called a smart motorway. Yeah, I guess it's all to do with improving capacity and traffic flow without actually going to the expense of properly widening the roads. But what do you think of it in terms of safety? Personally, I would have thought safety should come first in everything. But yeah, it's probably all down to money, isn't it? It's a controversial subject for sure, but do let me know what you think in the comments below. Right, so our first stop, Manchester Shude Hill, timetable to arrive at 12:10. We actually got in at 12:33 and left 18 minutes behind schedule. And that's partly because of the delay on the motorway, but yeah, getting out of Liverpool and then getting into Manchester, then getting out of Manchester, etc, etc. And you do start to wonder about the train instead. And when I looked it up, the quickest journey times between Liverpool and Manchester were 36 minutes. That would have been 52 minutes faster than this particular trip. But adult single fares were £10.50 at the time of this video. And that compares to the Megabus fare of just £3.99, including the £1 booking fee. Plenty of people got off here though, so yeah, my question as always is, how much do you value your time? Is it worth it to you personally to spend the extra £6.51 on the train or not? I took the opportunity to have a better look at the seats here, including the back row, and hopefully this will give you a better overview of the seats and the seat pitch in particular. And note also that the rear seats and the row in front are slightly raised, which gives you great forward visibility over the other seats on the coach. We arrived at Manchester Airport at 13:09, 14 minutes late, so we were making a bit of time up. No one got off here, 2 people got on. As we reversed off stand, there was an impressive assortment of other buses and coaches on display. And yet Manchester Airport does these days have quite good connectivity, not only with the bus and coach station, but the railway station too. It's just a 10-minute walk from the terminals, and yeah, it would be 5 minutes, but they turned the travellators off years ago and they haven't bothered to fix them. Anyway, on we go now, and we're heading for the M6, which will take me most of the way down to my destination this afternoon, Birmingham Brunel Street. As we reach Birmingham city centre, there's just enough time to try out the Wi-Fi on board. I did manage to connect to the Prospect Coach's Wi-Fi. It worked. Social media images did load up after a while. YouTube didn't function very well though, so yeah, I would say it was okay for basic tasks, better than nothing. But yeah, stick to 4G if you want streaming and you have enough data. Now, we were scheduled to arrive at Birmingham Brunel Street at 14:40. Now, we were looking pretty good for that, having made up ground on the M6, which had been quite kind to us for once. Total scheduled journey time on this route between Liverpool and Birmingham is still 3 hours and 35 minutes though. And that's a lot, isn't it, compared to the direct train at comparable departure times. And yeah, the train will do it in less than half that time at just 1 hour and 40 minutes. So again, we're back to the time versus cost conundrum, aren't we? And the cheapest fare I could find for the train, which was booking 6 days in advance, was £15. I paid just £3.99 for my Megabus ticket, including the unavoidable booking fee, and that's not bad, is it? Though bizarrely, it costs £4.99 from Manchester. I don't know why. Anyway, you've got to weigh it all up, haven't you? And as a kind of analogy, I was quite hungry when I got here, but the money I saved by taking the coach paid for my lunch in Birmingham. If I'd have got here by train, I'd already eaten. So yeah, difficult one, isn't it? But you've got to also bear in mind that not everyone can afford the choice, and you know, for some people the coach is the only option. Now we finally arrived on Stanwell about 5 minutes late to the end, and mind you, I had a look at the handy Megabus coach tracker later on that day, and our coach was estimated to finally get into Norwich over an hour past its original arrival time. That's almost a 9-hour journey from start to finish, isn't it? Wow. Anyway, I grabbed my stuff and made my way off the coach, where I was again greeted by the lovely Megabus staff on duty. They really are great here, and honestly, if you're new to the coach travel thing, which I was a couple of years back, they will help you out there, no problem at all. All you got to do is just ask. I made my way over to the other side of the street to get a few thumbnail pictures of Filibus fog for this video, and then just took a minute or two to sum up the journey. Right then guys, Birmingham, Brunel Street, just got off Filibus fog. Yeah, a pretty much brand new Megabus, and I tell you what, it was really nice, wasn't it? The coach inside and out, I think it looks fantastic. The route, do you know what? It's cheap, isn't it? Considering the price that I paid, you just cannot go wrong from Liverpool all the way down to Birmingham. But it takes a long time, doesn't it? And the thing is, you can do it in an hour and 40 minutes on the train. It's going to cost you about 10 quid more. It's that age-old quandary, isn't it? Cost versus time. Do you value your time more than the money you've got to spend on the journey? Let me know in the comments below. Would I do it again? Yeah, not sure. Like I said, if I was in a rush, then I'd catch a train, I suppose. And that's mainly because of the congestion in and out of the cities, but I guess that's all accounted for, isn't it, on the timetables? Anyway, yeah, really good. Like I said, the coach, you cannot fault it. The driver, special mention, he was excellent, a really good announcement, kept us all informed. Yeah, he clearly loves his job, and that's great to see. Thank you very much for watching. I'm sure you will enjoy me on another adventure soon, and as always guys, cheers for now.